5 possible wrestlers who could replace Dean Ambrose in the Shield. Number 5. EC3. Putting in the top 1% to the Shield just makes sense in terms of how strong the group is and how good EC3 can be. Even though his current gimmick is nothing like that of the Shield's, there's no reason he couldn't have a huge success in the group. If WWE had to replace Dean Ambrose, EC3 is one of the very best on the microphone, and that is something that needs to be utilized. And given that he has a great look and can work in the ring, there's no reason he couldn't make it work. The Shield can transition between being baby phases and heels very easily, and that is also something that EC3 is capable of. Having promoted him to the main roster, it's clear WWE sees potential in him, but the company has yet to use that. Adding him as a Shield member and putting him over as one of the elite members of the roster would be a great way to recover the poor booking so far, establishing him as a major star for the future. Number 4. Elias. Right now, Elias is one of WWE's big pet projects, as he is someone the company is really pushing and giving a lot of time to. However, he has yet to be taken seriously as a wrestler and has instead been focused on promos and character building. While the idea of putting a singing guitar player wrestler into the Shield might seem odd, as it isn't anything like what Dean Ambrose was, he's a top mid-card talent who could really benefit from being in the group. If WWE really wants to push Elias as a serious wrestler who can pick up titles and be a top star, then adding him into the Shield would be one way of doing that, and with his personality and charisma, it could really help them stand out. Ambrose was the stronger of the 3 men in terms of promo, and Elias could certainly fill that role if the Shield was to return for a long run, and he would be a smart addition to the group if they want to focus on the future. Number 3. Pete Dunne. When you look at the WWE roster on the whole, there's arguably nobody more suited to replacing Dean Ambrose in the Shield than the UK champion Pete Dunne. If WWE is looking for a direct replacement who has the same qualities, the way Dunne carries himself is very similar to the Lunatic Fringe, with the Bruiserweight being cocky, slightly unhinged, and very carefree in his attitude, walking with a swagger in his step, much like Dean does on his way to the ring. Their in-ring styles might be very different, with Dunne being a little more technically sound with his joint manipulation work. Their personalities are similar, which is why bringing Dunne into the group would be a seamless fit. Dunne also has a similar background to the rest of the group, in the fact he has been waiting in the shadows for his big opportunity, proving that he's good enough on a weekly basis. Number 2. Finn Balor. While Finn Balor is not like Pete Dunne in terms of being similar to Dean Ambrose with his personality, but the story of being underappreciated is something that Balor can certainly resonate with, and his in-ring ability is certainly worthy of being a member of the group. Right now, WWE is really pushing Balor once again, and it's fantastic to see. So putting him with the Shield, if the group was to get back together, wouldn't be a bad idea, with Balor bringing some high-flying offense as well as his fantastic striking ability. Balor hasn't really been able to show his cocky, more edgy personality that helped him become such a big name in the first place within the Bullet Club, and putting him in the Shield would allow that because of how confident the group is. While seeing Balor normally in the Shield would be fun, having him appear as a demon, possibly doing the body paint to look like the group's ring gear, would be something different and would help the group stand out and be different from before. Number 1. Braun Strowman. If WWE wanted to go in a totally different direction with the Shield, then the monster amongst men would be a smart choice to replace Ambrose. Having the giant wrestler don the traditional Shield ring gear, while he might not be unhinged like Ambrose is, he's willing to do anything that is needed to get the job done, in the same way that the Lunatic Fringe would, which is why he could easily take the slot in the group. Although adding Strowman to the group would make him the powerhouse instead of Roman Reigns, swapping those roles isn't necessarily a bad thing, with Roman being an effective workhorse who could carry matches in the same way that Ambrose has done for many years. With Strowman having been a major rival of Roman's throughout his career, putting him into the group could bring that to an end, yet also keep the door open for a future turn within the group down the line.